The last thing I want to be able to do is actually share my document so others can either view and/or edit this document as well. Now I know that my document is private because right beside my title is a little hyperlink with a lock beside it that says it's private only to me. Now I can change my privacy settings both here or by clicking the share button to the right. Doesn't matter, I can click on either one. It'll open up this window that says here are my shared settings. Now as you can see, I'm listed as having permission because I'm the owner. If I want to, I can add people. I can just enter their emails so that I could make it a very specific list as to who could actually view and edit this document. And I can change their abilities to either edit or only view depending on which I'd like them to do. Or if I want to make it more of a blanket thing so that multiple people, without having to do this process of going one at a time, I can come up to change right beside the permissions, and I'm going to get multiple options as to who can view my documents. It goes from the most available to the most restrictive. So if I just want to have this available, have a hyperlink that others can just view and edit and whatnot, public on the web is probably the easiest. If I want to limit, I can then choose one of these other options without going completely private. Now as I said, when I change my options to one of these four up here, that's only for visibility. It's only to see the document. If I want them to have the ability to edit, I have to also click this button at the bottom under Edit Access. And that's going to allow others who have the URL to come to this document and actually add, delete, and edit the document however they'd like. When I push save, I get a hyperlink at the top, and this is what I'm going to share with other colleagues or with other students depending on who's using this document. So what I need to do is copy this, so I can right click, copy. Now I'm going to go back to wherever I'm actually building for students to actually view items from my class. So I can go back to my Moodle. What I can do is I can add a resource. So I'm going to add a link to a file or website. I'll just call this Anthony's example document, because that's what it's called. Within the location, I'm going to delete that HTTP, not a big deal. I'm going to right click and paste my hyperlink in there. Now if I just push save at this point, what it'll do is it'll open up my Google Doc in a new window so that students will see it just like this. And that's fine, but if you want to keep a header at the top that shows the high school's Moodle or whatever Moodle you're working with, what you can do is you can change within your Windows settings. You can have it open up in the same window, and then check this box that says keep page navigation visible on the same page. So let's save this. Now if I click on my document to see what it would look like, what it allows is for me to open. I have all the access and ability to edit a Google Doc just like I would anywhere else, but it keeps at the top the links back to the Moodle that I'm actually working within. And this can be great to help your students keep from getting lost between websites and web pages and everything, and give them the ability to link back to the Moodle that you had them starting from. And that's the way you can actually start to build your Google Docs with your Moodle.